The $14,000 super mistake. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's have a look at this article from Yahoo Finance discussing a $14,000 mistake that 68% of Aussies are making about their super, written by Lucy Dean. Well, we have to see this. I mean, that 14 grand, that's almost the money that you can withdraw to help buy a house deposit. So let's look. So, of course, Australia's mothers are missing out on as much as $14,000 in superannuation savings due to the structure of the paid parental leave scheme, with super funds now calling on the scheme to be overhauled. Okay. Great. So, super funds want essentially more government money to be paid to people to prop up their balance sheets. And they're using the guilt trip of mothers missing out on super as the means to do that. This is why they're emotionally manipulating you. Oh boy. Paid parental leave is one of the few types of paid leave that doesn't accrue superannuation payments. And it's a problem that has affected around 1.45 million mums, according to estimates by Industry Super Australia. I mean, here's the thing. I was talking to Rachel about this, and super, she's to get a woman's perspective. Super only matters to a woman. This is what she's saying when you get divorced. What do you think about that one, everyone? How many of you, blokes watching, and we've got about 80% blokes on the channel, how many of you manage the family's super funds? Let me know in the comments. We divide and conquer the finances. Rachel runs the household. My job's to keep the money coming in and to handle the bigger investments. She doesn't seem to be interested in super. She doesn't trust it. But there you go. I wonder if that's true. I should do a poll. I should do a poll to ask people. How many people even are paying attention to their super? That's one thing I was quite frustrated with employing staff. They didn't seem to care about their super. They were too young. And some of them didn't even pay attention. Some of them didn't even know where it was. It's just been a part of their life all the time. They don't even think about it. And it frustrated me because I was paying it. And I wanted them to see it and to appreciate that was part of their pay. Anyway, however, ISA analysis has found that 68% of Australians believe superannuation is paid with parental leave. And when these Australians are informed that this isn't the case, they overwhelmingly believe the system needs to change. Of course they want free money. People want free money. Oh, shock, horror, gasp. Why do you even bother to do an analysis or a survey for that? Come on. You should be happy if you can even get paid parental leave. There's even a scheme where the government will pay you. Australian women currently retire with around 1/3 or around 67,000 less in super than their male counterparts. The ISA believes that paying super on parental leave would be a major step towards shifting this gap. Does it matter? If the bloke dies earlier anyway, how many times does the father or the husband kick the bucket before the wife, and the wife gets it all? And you probably wouldn't mind that your wife living out her final years in comfort, or at least not having as much stress, hopefully. So here we go. What's this? Foregone super payments for super not being included in the Commonwealth paid parental leave. So how many? 1.4 million women lost super, 1.6 million, 7,300 men, 8.2 million in super. Look at the difference there. Look at the difference. 2019 to... Look at how many... 170,000 women more than men get the paid parental leave. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. This obviously is a female issue, but it's because we're a biologically dimorphic species, and women tend to provide the caring for their children. And in the early years, they can breastfeed. Blokes can't. Okay? Sorry for the truth bomb there Twitter. Sorry. This is the problem. Fundamentally, I would rather everything goes back to the family unit. where that, everything's combined. Your superannuation is combined. Your taxes are taxed on the family unit, not separating. Because this is the thing. They want to separate you down to the individual, down to your taxes, and that breaks the bonds between family members. It means, you're all just individuals in the eye of the state. A family is more important. It's the fundamental unit of civilization that just builds up from there. But anyway. In its new report, Paying Super on Parental Leave, ISA finds that failure to pay superannuation on paid parental leave would cost a mother of two $14,000 by the time she retires, and a mother of one would be $7,000 better off. As it stands, women make up 99.5% of the Commonwealth parental leave pay applicants. Yes, and you're getting free money. Okay, that's what you're getting. You got to understand. You got to be happy for that. Say thank you for the free money. Thank you for the opportunity to work, to spend time with my child. In those early formative months, it is really important. Really important. And it's a sad indication of our society where it's so tough now to just live that you get people putting babies in childcare because they don't have a choice. They have to work. I remember there was a project manager we were working with, and she got pregnant. Project manager was pregnant, Rachel was pregnant. Probably not the best thing, having two people with baby brain managing working on a project together, but still, the PM had to come back real quick because she had to work. I don't think she was married. I think her partner wanted her to work, didn't want her to take time off, and it felt so sad. She's putting a preemie baby back into childcare. That's something we need to look at. The fact that we're in such a mess that we need to redistribute money to 1.4 million women, mothers, because it's so tough for a couple to survive on one income these days. That's the real issue with this. Forget about $14,000 in super. What's happened to our civilization? In Australia today, far too many women and men do not have access to paid parental leave, which includes superannuation payments. This is having a detrimental financial impact on families, especially women, and it's impeding our country's economic growth. Former Workplace Gender Equality Agency Director Libby Lyons said while releasing the report. Okay. Well, then you've got someone there who's got... we're impeding people's economic growth, so let's tax them more to get more money out of them, or let's increase the burden on employers more. Yes, that'll spur economic growth. That won't be another reason to offshore workers. That won't be another reason for businesses to discriminate. We must stop penalising Australian women and men for having children. Oh, come on. The ISA analysis found that paying superannuation in line with the minimum wage rate to people using the federal paid parental leave scheme would cost $230 million a year. However, it predicts that some of these costs would be recouped through an increase in superannuation taxes and mothers' reduced dependency on the age pension in the future. Unless the federal government acts, millions of women will continue to pay a price for taking time out of the paid workforce to raise a family, missing out on super and ending up with thousands less in retirement. You know what I'd like? How about we go back to taxing on the family? So when when the mother is working, then you income split the dad's money. Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Lower tax. Boom. Forget about all this redistribution of stuff. Go back to the family unit as the basis of taxation. Oh, you've got a lot of kids. There you go. A lot of dependencies. Increase your tax-free threshold. And, okay, I do have some bias there with that because I have 6 children, but still. Guys, they already have that with the family tax benefit, everyone. It is welfare if you look at it, because it disappears really quick when you earn, not significant money. So, yeah. ISA also called on state and territory governments to pay employees superannuation on parental leave, claiming that as a major employers, they can exercise considerable influence. Now, this is the real push. They're going to push for the civil servants to get this shit, and then all of us are going to... we're all going to pay for it. This is the thing. This is just taxes, everyone. You've got to remember. It's estimated that at least 400,000 people employed by state and territory governments are missing out on super when they go on parental leave. Yeah, but there's nothing stopping you making extra contributions to it. This is an opportunity for the Prime Minister and governments of all levels to lead the way and ensure super is paid on parental leave, Brumby said. Otherwise, we'll continue to see too many women retire into poverty. What do you think, everyone? What's the solution and the takeaway to this one? Now, this is obviously designed, the whole women worst affected angle, mothers worst affected. It's designed to emotionally manipulate people. The industry super funds, they just want more power, more control, more money. That's what they want. Super for them is power and control. It gives them leverage. It gives them political influence. And it makes them more money, guys. That's what it is. Calling for civil servants to get it is very smart, because then you'll start to see people, the private sector will have to respond in kind. All of this is an additional cost and burden on business, on taxpayers, on all of us. As I said, solution is change our taxation system where it's on the family unit. Then you can split your income if you're with one person earning money. We'll have to see, though. They don't want that. It really feels like there's a drive to break apart the family unit. Really feels like it. Maybe I need to get my aluminium foil hat out. Anyway, guys, let me know your take and opinion on this. Do you think we should pay super on paid parental leave? Or would you rather my suggestion of taxing on the family, not on the individual? Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. If you're a fan and enjoy the content, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.